Welcome once again. So I meet you for a topic on industrial geography. It's suddenly raining in Delhi NCR, so it looks like a nice evening. And कुछ बारिश कहीं बची होगी तो लेकर आ गए. In this rainy evening, I'm here with something on industrial geography. Waiting for everyone to join. I think we just finished the class. Let's wait for some people to join. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Country saying today we are spending more than 5 hours with you. कैसे अभी तो 3 ही घंटा हुआ यार. तो अभी से 5 गिन रहे हो. Okay. So let's wait for 5 more minutes for others to join in. If you have any questions about industrial geography, and if you have questions in general, you can ask me that also. So during breakthrough sessions, when you were asking questions about specific region, I was able to answer all questions. But when I was writing, it wasn't able to get those points. Okay? See, when somebody is initiating you into questions, see, asking question itself is initiating, you know. Good evening, sir. Sorry for being late. Sir, map book के assignment कब होंगे? आज आपके साथ. So Chandra, I hope you got your answer. When somebody is leading you, then you understand better. So only your specs are visible. अब तो सब visible है भाई. Sir, please conduct special class if you get time on strategy regarding time management. Okay, everyone, strategy regarding time management day after tomorrow. Wednesday evening, strategy on time management, strategy on managing your course, strategy on managing your preparation. Is that okay? Once ही चलेगा? I can commit one evening for that. Yes sir, उसमें highlight and rivers के अलावा कुछ नहीं किया. अच्छा, highland और river अंशुल mapping पर भी उसी में बात कर लेते हैं. So all the questions. So एक काम करते हैं. Everyone, let us open the Telegram group for your suggestions. Whatever questions you have on your preparation. Tomorrow won't be possible. Tomorrow I had to keep that class on environment. Remember, I promised that. So tomorrow won't be possible. Wednesday I'm free. So Wednesday after the class we can keep 1 hour. We can keep 1 hour for strategy. Is everyone okay? Okay. Time management, your preparation related issues. Get that? Your mapping related issues. People who are preparing for 23, people who are preparing for 24. Tips on note making. तो हम यहाँ नहीं डालेंगे. We will. I will open the Telegram group. You can put it on there. Is everyone okay? Anshul Boga schedule following everything. So think about that. Think about that. What are your real questions? I would want to answer them. So question answer कर लेंगे. Is everyone okay? So I think we waited for all. I think more or less people who had to join, they are joining. Give me 1 minute. I will upload the file also. Let me see. Do I have a file or not? I don't see a file. Just a minute. Give me something. Some time. So I'm looking for the file. File needs to be converted into PDF. It is taking a minute. Give me 1 more minute so that I can upload it. Yes, the file is available because I cannot upload other files. Only PDF are there. So maybe the file was saved, not as a PDF. Let me see. Perfect. I think the file is uploaded. Yes. So let's start the class. So everyone, first question. I think this is the 50th lecture. This is the 50th lecture of Indian geography. Is everyone okay with your content requirement? Content में तो कोई डर नहीं किसी को. Anyone? Your content, your material, because for optional, Unacademy doesn't have those booklets as such. So I've tried to bring in terms of most of the time it has been in terms of my slides. Other than that, some dictations and some homework that you have done. So Tanvi is saying no fear at all. And other thing is also, can you see that people who are just mucking up some notes from various coaching institute PDF also, that also you can see that doesn't work. The bigger thing is that if you understand things and you can generate. So have we learned something called as brainstorming? Yes or no? So that's there. And is it important that we go by the syllabus and the PYQs? We should know that. So that's also there. So chali. Let me look at this. So this was the promised lecture, whatever is there. Yes, sir. Regional consciousness. Sarveshwar, क्या है? I think regional consciousness पे तो पूरी बात की थी मैंने. True. सारे टॉपिक कहाँ से नहीं, सोशियोलॉजी के टॉपिक भी ढूंढे यार. Generally what happens is in the offline classes, no, we don't have to put in so many slides. The teacher can speak, the teacher can dictate. But in the online classes, and especially when we don't have that material support in terms of those booklets, because Unacademy has GS booklets. Abhi optional ke booklets are still under process. So we have to work on that. So that takes a lot of effort. But then I think more or less ho jata hai. So evolution of industries, we talked about that. Locational factors. Now 2 industries were left. मैं बीच में कहता रहा chemical करा देंगे, auto करा देंगे. So आज I plan to do that. Industrial houses we have done. Industrial regionalization. In the industrial regionalization, that's there. Industrial houses and complexes, they are part of industrial regionalization that I'm not doing separately. We did industrial policy, and we also did something on you people had submitted NIMZ. Remember, we had looked at difference between SEZ and NIMZ. So that is there. Multinational and liberalization. Have I done this? I don't remember. So multinational. Okay. So I think ecotourism is left. Ecotourism, chemical, auto. खत्म कर दें. Okay, multinational के आपके पास notes आ गए, ठीक है. कोई multinational or industrial complexes, no, there is nothing in this. So let's finish it. So with this we will finish a backlog. Now only one backlog would be left. I think agriculture में class बचा है, वो group पे बता देना. I'll finish that also. So I don't want any backlog to be there, because what happens is if we keep on procrastinating, अच्छा बाद में करेंगे, they all pile up. And I don't want towards the end of the course. Most of you are finishing your course. People who join me in paper 1, I want immediately when you finish your course, start your revision. So I will be talking about that also. Auto industry कर ले. अच्छा पहले तो ये देखते हैं what are the questions that will come. Auto industry. So first is auto industry is a part of economy also. Auto industry is a part of development also and everything. When we are studying this in geography, very clearly our question is locational factors behind auto industry. Sir, export processing zones and SEZ are same. I searched showing that both of these are same. EPZ and SEZ. Okay. So Yash has a question: are export processing zone and SEZ same? So my answer is no, they are different. Sorry. SEZ is a special instrument. SEZ came as a special legislative instrument also. If you ask me, EPZ was existing even before SEZ. Special export zones were created almost as exclaves. What do I mean by exclaves? They lie on Indian territory. But they enjoy all the benefits of foreign land. So your taxation relaxations are there, your labor law relaxations are there, everything is there. So it is SEZ. Get that? Special economic zone. Now here you are going to produce. Here you are going to produce only for international market for export. Do we get that? That is SEZ. Government realized that in SEZ, at times it may happen that the global trade is not that favorable. Then what can happen? Then in that case, if you produce something in SEZ and you're not able to export it, then you can sell it in India also. That is called DTA, Domestic Tariff Area. So when you produce something in SEZ for export, all the exemptions are given to you. But if you are not able to export it and you are selling it in India, then it is in the DTA, then you pay the taxes. So that is SEZ. So please understand, it is enjoying the benefit of a very export-oriented exclave created on Indian soil. Whereas EPZ is an instrument which existed even before SEZ, export promotion zones. Export promotion zones, certain zones were given relaxation, probably certain subsidies, where export-related products can be developed. So if you ask me, SEZ is a much broader term, EPZ is a narrow term. I hope you got your answer. So ये दोनों अलग हैं, they are not the same. चलिए. Samarth is saying industrial regions are left. Everyone, did we not do the 8 industrial regions? I think we have done the 8 industrial regions, Samarth. Uski slide bhi thi and everything we are done with that. The major industrial region. And Samarth, if you have doubt, one is you can see the slide. और खुल्लर में भी दिया हुआ है. खुल्लर में भी industrial region अच्छा दिया हुआ है कि नहीं? Everyone, since Samat has brought it out, so I would want everyone to refer to my notes as well as Fuller. Fuller has also given that. So I think the major industrial regions were done, so that I remember very clearly. Get that? So make sure you do your Fuller also from there. Check. So we are looking at locational factors. Locational factors, this is what geography is about. So one is this. Second is the fact which you have to know is the challenges and prospect. Your questions on industry will be coming from here. Locational factor means why or where is it located. So what are the factors, drivers? And second is map. Map plus data if you have. Map plus data if you have. So everyone, some repeated power cuts are happening because of raining outside and whatever is there. But transmission is fine as long as you can see my spectacles. No problem on that. Is everyone okay? So tell me, is India a big player in auto sector? Is India a big player in auto sector? Yes or no? True? No. नहीं? क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? So for domestic we are. अच्छा ठीक है, international नहीं दे पा रहे, but domestic we are. Not in export, only domestic. So Samarth, I think we are exporting. तुम अफ्रीका के एक्सपोर्ट को कुछ मानते नहीं? अशोक लीलैंड अपनी बसेस बेचता है. ये सुनो कितने सारे बसेस हम भेज रहे हैं, ट्रैक्टर्स जाते हैं हमारे. ऑटो में तुम क्या सोच रहे हो? सिर्फ फरारी समझ में आती है? So all the people who are thinking that we are not a big one, we are a big player. Please have that. Two wheelers, TVS, Bajaj to Africa, Indonesia. बताओ यार तुम लोग मतलब सर एक्सपोर्ट नहीं कर पा रहे, ये नहीं कर पा रहे. India is a huge center for production, and with the Make in India idea that is also there. And I also want to tell you, in the West there is something called as deindustrialization happening. What is deindustrialization? That when you do all those industrial activities, you use your resources, you use water, and the pollution and degradation, all that is happening. So the West doesn't want to do that, and they have higher labor cost also. If they are able to shift their industrial production to the east, why not? China was doing it, and you can see China is facing challenges, and China's labor cost is also increasing. Is India ready to take on that or not? Is India talking about Make in India? Yes or no? So Indian auto sector is a strong sector, and I also want to tell you, domestic demand इतनी है तो कोई tension तो वैसे नहीं. Get that? So we are having international auto makers coming in, putting in their bases in India. Apart from that, other things are also there. I do hear that some of the auto manufacturers have decided to wind up from India also. इसमें भी कोई दो राय नहीं. Yes. Recently कौन सी गाड़ी निकली है इंडिया से? They are doing that. Ford निकली है. Ford in general इंडिया में चल नहीं रही. True or not? And the production this was happening, Chevrolet, Ford. There are certain issues also. So that is why we have certain challenges also. True or not? So please understand there are issues and challenges of bade manufacturer में. Hyundai is here to stay or not? After Maruti having a huge market cap, can we see Maruti is losing that market cap, and Hyundai is definitely coming into that? So their manufacturing and other things are definitely continuing. So I don't have any issues on that. But yes, we must understand that the industry is there. So what is the driver? अगर मैं पूछूं what is the driver? Can I say labor? Cheap labor? Huge employment potential? So cheap labor? Can I say when we are talking about domestic market? So when you are producing, you have a domestic market also. Can I say a rising middle class? Rising middle class, not only market, a rising middle class. Looking for newer models? Yes or no? Let's talk of an agrarian country, huge demand for agrarian, say for example, tractors. That is there. Two-wheelers, three-wheelers, two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Two-wheelers भी बहुत सारा वो है. True. Sarveshwar is saying iron and steel industry. Rather than iron and steel industry, Sarveshwar, see, iron and steel industry is a strategic industry which will provide raw material to all. And as it is, we have steel shortage at times for India also. I think auto ancillary industry is very well developed. So backward, forward linkages are there. True. India insisting on port-led development models. Now when we are talking about Sagarmala, we're talking about port-led development models. Yes. Another thing which I can look at is another driver is technology. Very important technology in the sense mobility is a very big requirement for a country to grow, to go into Rostov's stage of mass rapid consumption. Yes or no? India is developing good road and highway development is going at a blitzkrieg or not? Mobility is needed. Highways are being put in place. So why would we not need vehicles? Number one. Second thing is technology coming when we are talking about EV. Is it a totally new area, a very big business opportunity? And when we are talking about the EV world is having a market India and abroad. Yes or no? In this, we bring in the aspect of renewable energy storage, batteries, So I have always been talking about the demographic dividend, everyone. Remember, we have a huge demographic dividend looking for job. Can you see after agriculture, automobile industry, agriculture and allied activities. So there can be agro-based industry like cotton textile is a huge employment intensive industry. Can automobile industry be a huge employment intensive industry? Another thing, can you see automobile industry has a huge future in urban areas? Remember, urban unemployment is a very big challenge. So can that be there or not? Mobility solutions. So this is the driver, and India has placed itself in a very good position for that. And do we have any defined clusters for auto manufacturing anywhere in India? है कहीं पर defined cluster? Do you see some clusters of auto manufacturing? Because हमें तो map भी दिखाना है ना, we have to show the map also. Can you think of? Can you conceptualize? Yes, no. One तो I live here. I live in Noida. Noida, Gurugram, Delhi. Delhi, Manesar. ये एक belt है. Maruti आया था. Honda used to be here, and other Hyundai and all those things we are looking at. That's one region. Okay. Another region. Chennai, Pondicherry. Very good. So down south we have another one. Perfect. So Delhi, Chennai done. Remember we were just talking about Delhi, Chennai metropolitan region also. नहीं दिल्ली टू कानपुर बेटा, रत्नम कानपुर न ले जाओ, जमशेदपुर भी नहीं जा रहा है. कार मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वेस्ट बंगाल में एक लगने वाला था ना, टाटा नैनो प्लांट, जिसपे सब बवाल हो गया था. वेयर डिड दे गो? फिर टाटा नैनो वेंट वेयर? गुजरात. गुजरात विल बी वन बेल्ट. गुजरात हैज टू बी वन बेल्ट. पोर्ट एरिया ना, एंड मुंबई पुणे, विल इट बी वन बेल्ट और नॉट? So Gujarat, Mumbai, that belt is going to be there. Everyone, as you are doing geography with me, start visualizing India. Where is urban India? Where is auto sector working in India? Somebody said, sir, only two maps, highland map and river map. Tell me one thing. If I have done industry, why haven't you done the map? If I have done resource, coal, metals, oil, why haven't you done the map? आपको तो 20 themes मिले. Have I not given you 20 themes? You can very well do the map. True or not? You chose not to do it. Trade and transport, all those things. आज भी we have done conurbations, remember? That should go. Urban area map should go. नहीं सर, वो आप करवाएंगे तो मजा आएगा. चलो मैं भी करवाऊँ. Don't worry, I will also do it. ये आगे क्यों नहीं जा रहा sheet? हो जाएगा. So we did not get the theme. Okay, I will give you the theme. Automotive industry in India come a long way from a nascent stage. At the time of independence, we did not have anything much developed. Yes or no? एक ही कार होती थी तब, एम्बेसडर कार चलती थी, एम्बेसडर और फिएट, if you remember that. Yes or no? As compared to that, production of mere 4,000 vehicles. 4,000 vehicles. We have 10 million vehicles in 2006. We kept on moving. The automobile industry have been regulated until 1970s. Yes, we were not importing also. 1990s, LPG also helped. कब तक एम्बेसडर और फिएट में ही चल रहे थे? Remember Bombay taxis, all of them were Fiat. Delhi taxis were all ambassadors. Even Kolkata ambassadors. Did they change or not? And then Maruti came in. Automotive industry is a pillar to Indian economy and a key driver of macroeconomic growth and technological advancements. Correct? Currently, the automotive contributes more than 7% of the total GDP. 32 million people को job दे रहा है. Is it a small thing? Everyone, this is no small thing here. That's a huge thing that we are talking about. Yes or no? So, passenger vehicle. Let me add something. कुछ ऐड करता हूँ यहाँ पर. Some data for you. Passenger vehicle is around 10 million units. उसके बाद क्या है? Almost industry growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 10% plus. बीच में थोड़ा स्लो डाउन चल रहा था. Exports around 15 billion US dollar. So we are doing that also, just to give you data. Get that? We are doing well in the passenger segment. We are doing well in the two-wheeler segment. We are doing in the tractor segment. Passenger vehicle is the buses. Huge export also happening in this. So we are doing well in this area. Strong domestic demand is there. Yes. So we are working as a leader. Clusters, everyone. So पहला क्या आ गया cluster? Delhi NCR. Map should be very clear. So what do we have? Halol and Sanand. So this is Gujarat cluster. Chennai, Bangalore cluster. Mumbai, Pune, Aurangabad cluster. Is everyone okay? Sir, कोलकाता अभी तक दिखा रहा है. हिंदुस्तान मोटर्स. Yes. कहीं तो एम्बेसडर भी है. Can I say this is all gone? If Tata Nano plant had come, yes, in Sangur, whatever was the issue. Can I say Bihar, West Bengal, they should not miss on industrial opportunities? Yes or no? Yes or no? So the issue was, just imagine, West Bengal mein, issue was that Tata Nano plant was occupying the farmers' land. True or not? तो farmers' land के लिए government के पास policy है. Yes. The policy says that good farming land should not be taken over. Very, very clear. There is no doubt about that. Good farming land in our land use should not be taken over for any other purpose, non-farming purpose. But if the land is not good for farming, yes, then can it be taken? It can be taken. So that was there. Now suppose in single case, if Tata Nano को farmers का land नहीं मिल रहा था, तो state government को क्या करना चाहिए था? Imagine now Tata went to Gujarat. गुजरात में तो वैसे भी हैप्पी चल रहा है सब इंडस्ट्री के नाम पर. What could have the government of West Bengal done? Retain to karo. True or not? Could we have thought of something else or not? So why is it the urbanization also is here only? Did we see urbanization also on the west coast? Conurbation also happening on the west coast? Can I say this is a result of urbanization, conurbation, better transport facility, greater capital available, greater market available, everything is there, plus what? Port facility. Can I say here it was negative? Can I say government factor or government policy? Can government policy go negative also? Can I say the image also? The image also go negative. And I'm saying politicians in Bihar and West Bengal, what are they going to fight for? जब इलेक्शन में लड़ोगे किस चीज के लिए लड़ोगे भाई? When you can't support the youth, big challenge or not? Everyone with me on this? So do we have the clusters? This region, everyone cleared on this? Everyone clear on this? So capital is there, urbanization is there, conurbation is there, better transport is there, port facility is there. And can I say government policy is favorable? Government policy is favorable. Are we clear? Delhi NCR had the early mover advantage where Maruti established itself over here in the Manesar region. In fact, that is seen as a very, very good example of a growth pole. Delhi NCR does not have raw material. तो ये लोग कहां पर यहाँ पे ऑपरेट कर रहे थे? They were operating in light industry, if you remember. Light industry, spare part industry, that was there. So can I say ancillary industry is there? And we bring in the big industry. So a lot of support is created in this. The ecosystem, it helps in industrialization in this area. Then the creation of, say, for example, Noida, New Okla Industrial Development Area, Gurgaon. We are talking about those satellites. Can I say here I was talking about conurbation, here I'm talking about satellite cities were created. Do we get that? Government policies are favorable. Can I say huge area for market? Huge market over here. Yes. Capital investment in this area. People in Delhi are into show off. अपनी नई गाड़ी दिखाएगा. Yes or no? Absolutely Pushpa when it comes to showing off the गाड़ी. So that's how they're running. Chennai, Bangalore. I think Chennai, Bangalore is into actually production. This is the amazing part of South India is actual industrial development. Good level of industrial development, port facility, skilled manpower, availability of ancillary industries. Everyone okay? And definitely market is there. Market is there. Everyone, did I bring all the factors and the map also? Did I bring all the factors and the map? This is an easy map. In the examination, I will recommend this map. For preparation, if you want more, then I have another map for you. This is another map. Get that? Now in this you have Himachal Pradesh. Yes, TVS motor ka plant laga hai. Uttarakhand, Atul Auto, Bajaj Auto, and Mahindra Tata Motors. Haryana, Hero Honda Motors. Yes, Honda Motorcycle, Maruti Suzuki. Uttar Pradesh, Honda CL in Noida was there. LML, I think Honda CL has left. Scooters India Limited and Tata Motors, that is there. So जो भी कानपुर में बना रहे थे बन नहीं पाया. मध्य प्रदेश, Eicher Motor is there in Madhya Pradesh. West Bengal में Hindustan Motor. Jharkhand has got Tata Motor, one plant. Tamil Nadu, Ashok Leyland is there. BMW is there. Ford was there. Hindustan Motor, Hyundai Motor, Royal Enfield, everything is there. Andhra Pradesh, Mahindra and Mahindra plant is there. Karnataka has the plant of Toyota, Kirloskar, TVS. Maharashtra has Ashok Leyland, Bajaj Auto, Fiat India, खत्म हो गया, Force Motors, Mahindra, all those things. Gujarat has got Atul Auto and General Motors. Everyone, Rajasthan रह गया Ashok Leyland. So if you want the detailed part of it, that is there. Which one would you want to go for? Is it not better to go for clusters? Company factory थोड़ी पूछ रहा है किसकी कौन सी है? Is everyone okay? So from my side, as I said, no, content wise, there are people with left brain, no, they're looking at that and they're wondering, मुझे पता TVS यहाँ पर है, Honda CL यहाँ पे, you don't need that. India's demographic dividend. An obvious driver of Asian success is population growth. Most pronounced in India, we have a young population even in 2030. So when we are talking about India, you will find a young population, and I'm sure you would want to buy a car. बाईस बनेगा तो एक कार तो लोगे ना लोग, सर सरकारी लेंगे, हाँ ठीक है, दो भी मिलेगी ना. Indian automotive industry is expected to be world's third largest market. ये लोग जो लोग सोच रहे हैं ना, we are nothing. चाइना और यूएस के साथ. रत्नम होगा फॉर्च्यूनर, रत्नम वो मारुति वैन पुष्पा, ठीक है, फॉर्च्यूनर. India is estimated to become fifth largest personal vehicle producer by 2014. फॉर्च्यूनर पे ही चलना है सभी को, नहीं फॉर्च्यूनर में फिर आईएएस एंट्री, यंगेस्ट आईएएस ऑफिसर, सबको सिर्फ भोकाल से नहीं. सो रियल मार्केट में तो वही लोग खरीद रहे हैं जो खरीद रहे हैं. टाटा नैनो सर्विस बंद होगी ना, नॉट कमिंग एनीमोर. एवरीवन, आई हैव अ सजेशन ओवर हियर एंड आई एम लुकिंग एट दिस एंडेवर पर. अब तो वो भी बंद हो गए. अच्छा, एंडेवर पे चल रहा था. एंडेवर भी बहुत हैवी कार है, इतना लोहा बचेगा. ट्रू. एवरीवन पे अटेंशन. I want to bring something over here. Though your understanding of vehicle is Endeavour or Fortuner, I want to tell you that passenger vehicle बढ़ने वाले as India goes into sustainable urban transport. Tell me, people who are from Bombay or who've been in Bombay, which one is a more reliable mode of transport, Bombay local or your own car, personal car? सड़कें नहीं बनी यार बॉम्बे में. Bombay doesn't have the roads that will support all that traffic. It's a pain to be on that. Delhi has got much better roads compared to Bombay. Driving in Delhi is much more better, but then the traffic density has increased so much. Yes, so what I'm saying is, as urban thinking, you are all thinking only of Endeavours and Fortuners. I'm saying, think about passenger vehicle as an important one. Think about two-wheelers as an important one. Agricultural ones as important one. Get that? I also want to tell you, I showed you somewhere that Indian cities were designed keeping in mind personal vehicle with the people, which is an unfortunate thing. The people will have their personal vehicle for movement. Yes or no? And I gave you an example of Singapore. That Singapore is planned in a way that people will use public transport more. So if Indian cities have to be sustainable, we will have to go into public transport. So passenger vehicles will have to be improved. I want to tell you that I have traveled in a lot of public transport, be it West Asia with Kuwait, yes, Kuwait, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. I've used a lot of public transport in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and they are an experience. The red bus in New Zealand is beautiful. It's an experience. So is UK. The buses over there. True or not? So I'm saying India will transform into that. So that's where passenger vehicle has to go to the next level. अगर हम लोग सिर्फ अपना Fortuner लेते रहना, anyone who's thinking of Fortuner, if you live in a city like Delhi, वो Fortuner निकालना मुश्किल हो जाएगा भाई. People with small cars will still find some movement over there. True or not? But anyways, that's not the question. So I'm saying vehicles में हमारे पास एक तो we are looking at a young population. Young population is in the earning bracket and they can purchase also. But again, as I said, demographic dividend as long as they are employed. True or not? Employed ही नहीं है तो गाड़ी कहाँ से लेगा? फिर then the idea comes in Eastern India. दहेज में तो मिल ही सकती है. True or not? Dowry वाला. So again saying huge population, give them job, mobility. I'm looking at personal vehicle, but personal vehicle में मेरे दिमाग में it's not just about big cars. It can be two-wheelers also, and it can be other segments also. India is also going to be an export hub. Yes or no? Exported significant volume to Africa. So जिन लोगों को नहीं पता था इंडिया एक्सपोर्ट नहीं करता है. Maruti low cost models, Africa, Southeast Asia, Hyundai is sending volumes to European Union. Yes. Toyota, first small car designed for Indian market, exports to Russia and Latin America. Ford, GM, Nissan, we are all producing. यहाँ पर ही produce कर रहे हैं. Volkswagen is producing for Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Africa, and add to it port-led export opportunities. So everyone, apart from the domestic market where we have the demographic dividend, there is a huge potential for export also. Do we get that? Not only that, this is an amazing thing which I told you. Backward-forward linkages. So backward linkage is very, very big. Again, I'm saying there are clusters of this. Delhi is a cluster. Kolkata is a cluster. Mumbai, Pune has been a cluster. Bangalore, Chennai, they have been a very big cluster of auto components. Auto ancillaries, and I want to tell you there are companies. There are companies which are supplying not only for India, all over the world, auto components, high standard. That's what we are working on. Get that? And again saying, I don't know how many of you have been mechanical engineers. Apart from the curriculum, the more you've seen the engines and all those things, अगर आपके field visit हुए, so you would know a lot about this industry. True or not? But as I know, our curriculums are जस्ट करिकुलम्स। इंडस्ट्री में ले जाता कौन है? इंडस्ट्री ट्रेनिंग जो लगती है मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग में, आई थिंक 4th ईयर में, वो तो पिताजी कहीं से जुगाड़ से लगवाते। ट्रू और नॉट? March 2016, Government of India set the country's ambitious targets of 100% electric vehicle fleet on road by 2030. ये सुनो, मोदी जी ने अभी फिर से अनाउंस किया कुछ ऐसे इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल वाला। ये सुनो, सब कुछ इलेक्ट्रिक कर देंगे। वो कहां से आएगा पता नहीं, बट कर तो देंगे। Keeping in mind, Government of India has taken various initiatives. There is National Electric Mobility Mission Plan, faster adoption of manufacturing of hybrid electric vehicles in India, FAME India, and schemes such as Green Urban Transport, Urban Green Mobility to promote e-mobility in public transport. Is everyone okay with that? Propelling India's automotive industry amongst the top 3 nations of the world by 2026. So please understand, automotive industry is what we are talking about. We are going to the next level, and we are no small. ये government की schemes भी आप डाल सकते हो. Is everyone clear with auto sector? Are we doing something? Auto ancillaries, auto component, auto export, domestic market, as well as the map. With this, you will be able to write the answer on this. Factors, what are the factors? I've already talked about those factors, so they will be going on into this. What are the challenges? Challenges क्या है बताओ? What are the challenges? Post-COVID challenge, can you tell me about that post-COVID challenge right now? अंशुल बोल रहा है इंफ्रा। अंशुल रियल challenges पूछ रहा हूँ, जनरल नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ। वैसे हमारी सड़कें तो गई हुई। Shifting to EV but lack in technology. So shifting to EV is not going to be easy. This electric mobility mission plan is going to be a challenge. Everyone, we are looking at global supply chain getting stuck because of COVID. Yes, we have the semiconductor issue coming in. That's a big problem. Yes, so that's one. Second is the batteries, storage batteries. That's again going to be a challenge. The network for the battery network, that is also there. We are still on petrol and gas. Global petrol and gas, is that becoming costly or not? So the price, fuel price right now, is also an important thing. Another thing is global slowdown that we are seeing in the economy. Farm distress that we are seeing. Is the farmer income going up? If the farmer income was to be double by 2022, 22 तो खत्म हो गया। कुछ किसान यहाँ पर हैं जो कहेंगे एकदम से सर मेरा तो डबल हो गया सर, जिस दिन मोदी जी आ गए थे तभी हो गया था। एक कंगना रनौत को आजादी मिली थी और हमको सर डबल हो गया था। That's a different thing. But I'm saying when the farm demand is there, when the farm income is there, then only they will be able to buy. No, that's what we are saying. And a huge population lives over there, so that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a challenge. And the last thing which I always want to bring to everyone is, where is the skill in the manpower? पंक्चर बनाना सबको आता, ट्रू और नॉट? अगर कुछ और काम नहीं मिलेगा साइकिल का पंक्चर बनाएंगे, ट्रू और नॉट? But we are looking at real technical skills, and if we don't have those technical skills, as I said, like even I was talking in the last class also, those ITIs, those mechanics, they have to be trained. अभी भी कैसे बनता है ट्रेन? ट्रेन तो होता नहीं, वहां पर जाके उस्ताद जी को काम करता हुआ देखता है, yes or no? Just looking at that and he understands nut or bolt कैसे वो करना है. Industry needs trained manpower, and we are talking about global competition. Should there be dedicated things for this or not? Though government has come with the PLI sector, तो इसके लिए हमारे लिए government जो है priority link लेकर आया है, but then performance link incentive has been brought into this. But the fact is that there is a shortage of manpower, and to a large extent even the government policies have been going up and down through government taxations. When we are talking about kind of taxations, another thing which this industry faced was enforcement of environment norms. Remember when we were applying those the Bharat emission BS6 has made the modules costly. The shortage of supply chain, that has also made costly, and people's purchasing power is also getting challenged on that. Correct? Because of lack of focus on urban mobility through public transport, buses are more being exported than here. That's what we're talking about. So these are some of the challenges which we must bring out. But at the same time, challenges should not stop us, because we have a huge prospect. Prospect is domestic market, international is also there, investment is also coming, and the government is also seeing it as a lead sector. So this was for the map. The Indian automotive industry has been noticed to have grown in clusters. It is evident in Manesar in north, Pune in west, Chennai in south, Jamshedpur, Kolkata in east, Indore in the central. So I would not, like when we are talking about Madhya Pradesh, not a very big center, but that's there. Pattern of investment, and for Jamshedpur also we'll see only one center of, like Tata Motors, that's over there. Patterns of investment in the country have, as regionally balanced, the manufacturing plants of auto components in India are usually located near the OEM customers. Get that? Locational advantage such as infrastructure, access to pool of educated workforce, and supported state are some of the factors which help explain the difference between the states. So again, I said government policies, some place positive, some place negative. Is everyone okay? So that also depends. Where is the skilled manpower? As I told you, industrialization in south has helped a lot. And apart from workforce, the infrastructure is the road network and all those things. Do we get that? Is everyone clear? So pattern, this part is there, cluster is there, regionally balanced manufacturing. Auto component, please make this OEM. OEM क्या होता है? OEM is original equipment manufacturer, I think. Yeah. So auto component players have to be there. Challenges. One is the cost of fuel, everyone, and EV segment is still a question mark. Get that? Paucity of skilled manpower, that is also there. Other is volatility. Right size of investment, turbulent surface. We are looking at production flexibility, that has also been there. Cultural complexity, no one size fits all. Different customers require different sort of preferences. Yes. Tata Nano, we saw infrastructure, land acquisition is a problem. Though, as I said, it is improving. That's also there. And regulatory complexity, serious issues like we were looking at, slow legal system is there. So all those things we are looking at. These are some of the slides which I got from the industry, so I thought of using them. But predominantly for me, it is the cost of fuel and paucity of skilled manpower. Everyone, can we write an answer on auto sector or not? Do we have some understanding on auto sector now? If a question comes, slides on that. How much will you use? You have to write a 10 marker or a 15 marker. Did you understand the trend? Did you understand the drivers of it? Geographical factors. So when I teach, I generally give you more information than what is needed for the answer. But that more information also allows me to engage you for that much time with that particular sector so that you can think and link during that time. Is everyone with me on this? Chale, let's go to the next industry, chemical and pharma. क्या होता है chemical and pharma industry? What all is this? कहीं पर है? Where is it? Did you ever come across with chemical and pharma industry anywhere? HP and Uttarakhand, Bhopal. Oh yes, Bhopal was a tragedy. I think chemical is dangerous. Yes or no? Isn't chemical dangerous also? Chemical is dangerous. Chemical can create accidents. Bhopal में हुआ था भी. Visakhapatnam also, we heard of that. Yes or no? Recently, Visakhapatnam. True. In fact, one which I want to talk about is Lebanon. Lebanon में उनका जो पोर्ट उड़ गया था. Yes or no? The blast that happened in Beirut, and that was what? That was clearly fertilizer based chemical, but chemicals can have multiple uses. Ammonia, ammonia, I don't remember. Multiple uses. Yes, वो शायद इंडिया के लिए था. That ship, I think, was not able to pay for that. Ammonia and naphtha क्या था? I don't know. Get that? So, in fact, the whole country, Vizag I have already written, Visakhapatnam. So accident, Bhopal comes to our mind, that's okay. Bhopal though was a very big thing. Even now, 2022, we are looking at that. Beirut blast was because of that. So chemicals are dangerous. They can have multiple uses. So that's also there. So chemical is there. Pharma looks good. Yes, sir. Pharma is good. COVID के बाद यही हमें बचाता है. Yes, sir. Covaxin. But I want to tell you that both of them can be dangerous. Both of them can be dangerous. If I want, I can use them as biological weapons. The spores of anthrax. Yes, sir. Viruses. They have been used and all those things. Sir, before I start this industry, I am finding it a lot of problem. Do you know that even the Diwali crackers, for which the court says ban, are nothing but chemicals? True or not? Diwali crackers are nothing but chemicals. When you oxidize them, they give out different colors. Chemicals can be corrosive. Big problem. H2SO4. Even ban can't stop their use. Anshul, what can be stopped by ban? Child labor is banned in India. Yes or no? तुम तो पटाखे की बात करो. Child labor is banned in India. H2SO4, HCl, and all those chemicals. Acid attack. Sir, acid attack भी तो हो जाता है. So talked all negative things for some time. I wanted to talk some negative things because I was always afraid of chemicals. I was always afraid of chemicals in my growing years. I really thought, chemicals are, they're dangerous. Simple dangerous. Get that? Poisonous भी होते हैं, सब कुछ हो सकता है. Then I went on to do chemistry honors. Then I realized that chemicals are magic molecules. Then I went on ships carrying industrial chemicals, actual acids, thousands of tons of acids. Yes, I even had to balance that this acid should not react with this one, otherwise this thing can happen. I had to read that much chemistry, not just theoretical. I actually went into dealing with that. In fact, after transporting acids, I was asked to transport edible products in the same tanks. So I had to remove that acid, clean it to that extent so that those edible products can also be loaded. Chemicals se thoda dar lagna band hua. And I thought, chemicals are essential ingredients of our life. In fact, right now when I'm talking to you, everything, my body is all chemicals. Yes or no? We are a bundle of chemicals. And I want to tell you, some chemicals, you give me 5 grams of them, 1 crore rupees. Not the chemical which Arnav was asking, drug do, not that chemical. Real magic chemicals. Your vaccines were magic chemicals. And I want to tell you, I'm talking to students. I'm talking to a generation which is educated enough, which can produce these amazing chemicals and give us all the patents that we want. Yes or no? Give us all the solutions that we want. Give us all the food security that we want. True or not? Fertilizers, pesticides, and all those things, they can be there. Again, the same thing. Chemical and pharmaceutical industry is a double-edged sword. People can use it for negative reasons, biological weapons. Yes or no? Have you heard of Stockholm Convention? Stockholm Convention, what is it about? POP. Remember POP? What is POP? People who've done some environmentics with me. Persistent organic pollutants. It's something, you have to be careful with. So as I've been talking about, when I dealt with all these chemicals, ships with chemicals, a lot of chemicals, so a lot of chemical suits and everything, we will be very, very careful with that. All the protective equipments we'll wear, and sometimes getting in contact with chemicals. So usse kaise deal karna hai and all those things. So I think everything, safeguards can be put in position, but chemicals and pharmaceutical industry is one industry which is an essential industry for the growth of any region, any country, any population. Do we agree or not? But then the fact is, as I said, I spent my childhood being afraid of chemicals. Yes, because I saw a first chemical in the lab only, and the teacher will always show you what sulfuric acid and HCl. वही दिखाते हैं, ये तो कोई sulfuric HCl और nitric acid है, इसमें अगर उंगली डाला तो skeleton बन जाएगा. ऐसे ही देखो, क्या बताएं. Later on, people who had science, when they started studying science and chemistry, then it came aldehyde ketone. Yes or no? Aldehyde ketone alcohol. Then we were mugging up how to convert one to other. We didn't even know what is aldehyde, what is ketone, and what is alcohol. हमें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Yes, benzene ring बहुत अच्छी लगती थी देखने में, वो बना रहे थे, खेल रहे थे. I was reading that our current stock of antibiotics will be rendered useless by turn of century. हो सकता है, that is not because of this, that is because of antibiotic resistance. सब प्रैक्टिकल में मजा आता था. अंशुल, मुझे पता नहीं कितने प्रैक्टिकल होते थे. सीबीएसई करिकुलम इज नॉट वेरी प्रैक्टिकल ओरिएंटेड, जहां तक मुझे पता है. ऐसा प्रैक्टिकल करवाते नहीं थे, बट ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत आई थिंक टाइट्रेशन हो रहा था. बस कितना बूंद डालना है, वो पिंक से व्हाइट हो जाएगा. ट्रू है ना? हाउ मेनी ग्राम्स वर देयर. सर हमने प्रैक्टिकल की थी, लिटमस टेस्ट करी थी, बस वो लिटमस वाला ब्लू किया, ग्रीन किया. एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज वाले को आप बुद्धू बना सकते हो ना, एसिड, बेस एंड फिनोक्सिलिन, टेस्ट ट्यूब लेकर, all those things. So that is what chemistry is for us. So today I want to open chemistry's new chapter. India needs to develop basic chemicals, simple chemicals that are needed. I want to tell you fertilizers are also important chemicals. I want to tell you plastic and synthetic rubbers are also chemicals. Pesticides and agrochemicals are very, very important. Tell me, essential needs or not? Very, very essential needs. Chemical industry is knowledge intensive as well as capital intensive. Can I say this is where I put a tick mark for India? Knowledge intensive. Yes or no? I would not say that we are all PhDs, but जो पढ़ना चाहता है वो पढ़ सकता है, ऐसी बात नहीं. यहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन मार्क आ जाता है. True or not? Capital intensive, at times we haven't got that capital invested in it. Get that? But I'm saying things are changing on this. This is one thing. It is an integral constituent of growing industrial Indian industry. What is it? Everyone. Petrochemical, fertilizer, paints, varnishes, gases, soaps, perfumes, toiletries. सोचो, we are afraid of chemicals. Chemicals से तो बन रहा है soap, perfume and toiletry and pharmaceutical. ये तो हम मजे से खाते. True or not? We consume these things with no fear at all. True or not? The diversification within the chemical industry is large and covers more than 80,000 commercial products. So please understand, another challenge with this is diversification. This industry occupies a pivotal position in meeting basic needs and improving quality of life. I want to see this industry from a very different perspective. And I feel sad. I feel sad that when I was studying chemistry, I really thought that this is just a degree that I'm doing. If I could have seen that this is one seed of a very big industry, which will not only meet the basic needs of other industries, it can improve the quality of life. वहीं वो pharma का seed आ जाता दिमाग. The industry is the mainstay of industrial and agricultural development. Imagine agricultural country, yeah. And we are looking at, like add to chemical. Do we have biotechnology added to it or not? Yes or no? We are having chemicals and biotechnology added to it. Huge things are happening on this area. But the only thing is capital intensive. In fact, I want to tell you, many Indian brains are going for research abroad who have the capital and who have the setup. And in India, they are not able to get that. Do we get that? So I remember one of my friends, because I left chemistry long back. Many of my friends continued chemistry. They are scientists in amazing places in the world. So I just asked one of them that why can't you come to India and do all that work? He said, just one example, that we need to conduct certain experiments, certain reactions under inert conditions. Have you heard of that? Inert condition, inert atmosphere. He says it's very difficult to even get inert atmosphere in normal labs. Special lab होंगे ठीक है. I have to conduct that experiment. I need inert atmosphere. कहाँ से लाऊं? Otherwise nitrogen काम कर जाता है. So he says वहाँ पे labs हैं. Labs have got small little boxes which are inert medium. You put your hand and conduct that exercise. Everything is there. I said capital has to be there. Technology has to be there. So our knowledge. This is one area where I personally have seen a lot of brain drain happening even till now. So many Indians can contribute to work for India, but because of the capital need, technology need, we are seriously missing on that. Yes or no? And country provides building block for several downstream industry, textile, paper, paint, varnishes, soap, detergent, सब कुछ चाहिए chemical, सब कुछ चाहिए. Okay. What are those chemicals? Now this you don't have to worry about. Just giving you the names: alkali, inorganic, organic, pesticides, dyes and pigments, synthetic fiber, polymers, very very important, elastomers, synthetic detergent, so plastics, rubber, dyes, pigments, ये सारी चीजें यहीं से बन रही है. और हमें क्या था, मतलब what I was thinking as a child, it is all acid. According to national account statistics brought by the Central Statistical Organization, chemical and chemical product sector accounted for 1.21% of the GVA of all economic activities in 2019-20. This share, the share of this sector GVA in the manufacturing sector. This is all economic activities ka in India 1.2%. In manufacturing sector 7.08%. Get that? And share of chemical and pharma together 2.28 in the GVA of all economic activities. And if you're talking of manufacturing sector, then it is around 13%. So can I say in the manufacturing sector, it has a very big contribution. 13% is no small contribution. So this is a big industry. This is a big industry that we're talking about. Petrochemicals, which comprise of plastics. Petrochemical, many people who do not know. So a lot of petroleum-based products are coming out. So petrochemicals are a host of plastics, and chemicals are downstream hydrocarbons derived from crude oil and natural gas. What are petrochemicals? These are hydrocarbons. The value additions of these petrochemicals offer immense possibility. You heard of polyester, yes? So synthetic clothes, agriculture, packaging, infrastructure, healthcare, furniture, so many things comes from petrochemical. And one area, one place where you can blindly put on is the Reliance Industries. Big leader in petrochemical, very very big leader in petrochemical. If you are making a map and you forget where do I put it, ये तो आ ही जाएगा, गुजरात तो जामनगर आ ही जाए, ठीक है everyone? So the map is needed. Other things may be stopped. So can I say this? Koyali, Wadinar, Jamnagar, Mumbai, Mangalore, Kochi. Everyone, these are refineries, coastal refineries. Kaveri Basin, we are looking at Katipaka, Visakhapatnam, Paradeep, Haldia, Guwahati, Digboy. This is, can I say Bongaigaon? This is our northeast oil and gas. Panipat, Mathura, refineries are there. Is everyone okay? And in center is Bina. So you have one place where what is happening? Petrochemicals. Everyone, this is petrochemicals. Agrochemicals. Where are agrochemicals? Jammu, Dahej, Ankleshwar, Ranipet. Crop production area, formulation base. So you can very well take this also. So everyone, we will need a map. So I have brought a map also for this so that you can very well take on this. Government. What is the government doing? Government is to promote this. The government is creating petroleum and chemical and petrochemical investment regions. Get that? We need investment. So that is there. Where are these? You can talk about this in Visakhapatnam, in Gujarat, in Dahej, Odisha on Paradeep coast, and Kudalur, Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu. So this also I have brought for you. So what the government is doing and in the map form. And using the petrochemical, we are setting up plastic parks in Madhya Pradesh, in Odisha, in Tamil Nadu, in Assam, and in Devgar. Everyone, this map will help you. This map will help you. You can very well take this map and job will go. Now, apart from the drivers, as I said, this is an important driver. Other industries also, that is one thing. I said India is skilled manpower, that can also be there. Other is a lot of things are coming from import base. So that also can be taken as port location. One thing regarding the hazard, one was Stockholm Convention. Remember Stockholm Convention, which is pollution. There's another convention which is on convention on chemical weapons. Remember? So we're talking about this Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons with headquarters at The Hague. The convention is universal, non-discriminatory, multilateral. So India has signed this convention, and we have passed the Chemical Weapon Convention Act 2000 is in force. Do we get that? So India is under obligation and under the obligations of this Chemical Weapon Convention. So what we have done, we have created 3 schedules of chemicals. Schedule 1 chemicals, 16 chemicals come as chemical weapons. Is everyone okay? So we are aware of that, and we have to look at that. Precursor of chemical weapons and dual use chemicals. Is everyone okay? So if that is there, this convention says that these chemicals should be declared and we will be monitoring them. We will be monitoring them. Focal point for effective license has to be there. So these are the safeguards. So this is also one thing which goes with this industry. Another thing is the chemical purity produced domestically and imported may contain impurities. They may be hazardous. So for this, India has to bring in its own standards. So we have our BIS standards also, department initiated and exercised to make standards of chemical, petrochemical as mandatory to ensure both importers and domestic manufacturers meet the BIS quality standard. Do we get it? So what are the standards about? About health, about environment, about unfair trade and national security. Why am I talking about this? Will they go in the locationalizing factor or not? So international treaties and safeguards also have to be kept in mind regarding the locationalization of this industry. So we will make sure that we will also include this in our answer. So this is about chemical and petrochemical. There are certain prospects and certain challenges. Indian chemical industry has received a much needed boost in the last 4 or 5 years. So government of India under the Make in India initiative also wants to promote to this. So there is an increased demand for value added product like polymers and especially biodegradable, various environmental concern. That is one thing. So R&D pe investment government bhi kar rahi hai. Then there is export to emerging market, a lot of it, Africa, Middle East, and remember the fertilizers. Remember Russia se bhi baat ho rahi hai ki UN chief said that Russia should not stop the export of fertilizers to the world. Imagine that is the importance of fertilizers. So if India is a big fertilizer producing country, it makes a huge difference for Africa, for Middle East. That countries are developing at a faster pace and they would require more chemical in that. Presently, the chemical export share of India is just 2%. So huge prospect. Huge prospect. Coal gasification. India is having a lot of coal. Coal gasification comes with a perfect opportunity for Indian chemical industry. The demand for petrochemical has increased and the use of coal gasification for producing more chemical is also there. So you can use all these points in your answer. Reverse SEZ in global market. Setting up chemical plant in reverse SEZ in countries like Myanmar, Iran, Mozambique would give new opportunities for India. You know that? So we can use that also. But there are some challenges. Raw material. If coal is there, did we see coal shortage also coming in this? So feedstock using the organic as well as inorganic chemical industry is definitely a problem and its price is increasing. Get that? Naphtha, very, very important. Natural gas, very, very important. Is the price increasing or not? So that's very big problem. Get that? If the imports are costly, India's production will become uncompetitive. Yes or no? And if India is producing costly, can we import cheap from the neighbors? Yes or no? Tariff and entry barriers on import various chemicals have been waived by government of India at times. And remember, government of India is giving fertilizer subsidy. Big problem. So that's a chemical sector that they're dealing with. So there we are looking at import coming in. Outlying location, inadequate infrastructure facility. So that's what we are looking at. Connectivity may be difficult. Yes, raw material procurement is a challenge. The major Indian chemical industry has been set up on the west coast of Gujarat. Very, very important. While the highest demand of chemical is in south and eastern India. So we need to look at, I just told you about Reliance. So west coast is the supplier. Supply is here. Demand is southern and eastern India. Get that? So we need to transport. We need to transport and transport has got limitations over there. So we need to work on this also. Complex regulatory issues and high taxes. So government has put taxes also in this area. So that also creates challenges. I hope we can answer this. So this is a mechanical area. So I thought of quickly dealing with this so that we can finish the syllabus also and you have the content also. I know it's late in the evening. Many of you are getting dull. Ek chota topic. Can we do that? Can we spare 10 minutes on this, everyone? 10 minutes. So what is ecotourism? Ecotourism. Is it economic tourism? Economic means cheap, cost effective. Sasta sundar. No, sir. It is not economic, sir. Achha, fir ecological. Okay. Ecological tourism. Okay. So it is ecological. So what is ecological about tourism? I don't understand. If I go to a hill station And if I don't throw plastic bottle, then it is ecological tourism. Is that ecological tourism? What is ecological tourism? And if that is there, how is it different from tourism? So it is not budget tourism. Very clearly, it is ecotourism. It does not mean budget tourism. It has got something to do with ecology. So how is ecotourism different from tourism? क्या difference है दोनों? So using existing infrastructure to reduce ecological damage, not building new hotel, but using local house. Chalo. Tourism without harming ecology. So Deepika, I just went to the beach and coastal area. I did not throw any plastics on the beach. I did not dirty it. So it becomes ecological tourism. Shantanu is saying sustainable infrastructure. See, that's the issue. Many people talk about ecotourism. In fact, that there's a fraud going on in the name of ecotourism because we actually do not know what is ecotourism. And if I go to a hill station and I don't dirty it, I think I have done ecotourism. If I don't go and live in a hotel and I live in a family or their local house, I think that is ecotourism. Well, that is not ecotourism. What is ecotourism then? I've tried to create some definition if you can understand my feeling. Ecotourism is you go to a place, you visit a place, and when you are leaving that place is better than what you got it as. That is ecotourism. Get that? It's a responsible tourism where the tourist leaves the destination in a better ecological health than when she arrived. Do you get that? How is this possible? How is this possible? How is this possible? So you go over there and you find that this is neglected. And you are a news reporter. What do you go? What do you do? You go and make people aware. You are a news reporter. You went to a place and you found that the place is getting dilapidated. You bring out that issue, highlight that issue to the world, and make sure some action happens. That is ecotourism. Ecotourism is not just the site ecological health, what I talked about, the physical site as well as the aphysical or the biotic site. So you're looking at the nature, the land over there, the water over there, the biosphere over there, even the human beings, even the humans are involved in this. That all of them are better off after you have witnessed all. Can you do a fundraiser? Can you do a fundraiser? Raising fund for that area. Can you do an awareness program of that? You can very well do that. Can you do a R&D? What is the problem over there? Can you do that? That's also ecotourism. I'm saying ecotourism is not just, like that you will not pollute. You are going to make minimum, when I say responsible tourism, minimum ecological footprint. Get that? So I went to a hotel in Uttarakhand. Get that? I went to a hotel in Uttarakhand and they said that the towels of the hotel room will not be changed. Will not daily. They are supposed to change the towel and bedsheet. They said the towel and bedsheet of the hotel will not be changed daily. They will be changed only if you request for as part of ecotourism. Do we get that? So I don't know whether that is ecotourism or not, but I'm very sure that in the hilly region there is a shortage of water. Yes or no? So if every day the bed sheets and towels are washed in a hotel and they say that we are requesting you that if you don't want it to be washed, if it is fine, don't get it washed. That's responsible tourism. True or not? Living with the nature, that's what we're talking about. So if that is the case, that is ecotourism. So it has a different meaning, it has certain principles. Let's look at this. Ecotourism, also known as ecological tourism, is a form of tourism that appeals to ecological and socially conscious individuals. Can we use such language? Ecotourism focuses on volunteering, personal growth, and learning new ways to live on the planet. It typically involves travel to the destination where flora, fauna, culture, heritage are primary. Even cultural heritage are primary attractions. It includes programs that minimize the negative aspects of conventional tourism. Yes or no? On environment and enhance the cultural integrity of local people. Everyone, please understand this is development with regeneration. Remember that? Like lately, what happened with Taj Mahal backyard? Earlier, it was very dirty, but after its pictures went viral, it was cleaned by responsible authority. Ramesh, yes, you can make the authorities aware of that. You can make even like as I said, public awareness, and people can go and contribute. That can also happen. This is ecotourism. What happens is that I go to a place, I enjoy that scenic beauty and everything, and I come back. I'm saying ecotourism is responsible tourism. I will minimize the negative impact. I will minimize the negative impact on that. Get that? Say for example, I can take a car or a taxi or a jeep to go on the mountain, but because the diesel that I'm going to consume and the pollution that I'm going to create, why not I go into nature-based treks in those areas? Yes or no? And let me make aware of people. Let me make the people aware of those trekker groups, where instead of taking the vehicles, you have these trek groups, local treks, where you can go with the locals. Will the locals get a livelihood? Locals will also get a livelihood. You are also not creating the pollution with that diesel vehicle. Aware, and you are also going to reach such pristine areas where, if any issues are there, you can help that also. Therefore, in addition to evaluating environmental and cultural factors, an important and integral part of ecotourism is promotion of something, recycle, energy efficiency, water conservation, creation of economic opportunities for the locals. Do that. Make that place better. Leave the destination better. Now, everyone tell me, have you heard of ecotourism for very long or not? Did you ever think like this? That when I'm going for tourism, I am doing a responsible job. Now tell me, the whole idea of ecotourism, isn't it compromised then? What is ecotourism? How is it different from tourism? In fact, that is what I'm saying. That is the scam which is going on. That is the selling point that we are promoting hotel group or travel groups. Ecotourism आपका करवाएंगे. Ecotourism में क्या होगा? आपका जंगल में कैंप लगाएंगे. Jungle safari is ecotourism. How is jungle safari ecotourism here? How is jungle safari ecotourism? Get that? If you are able to locate, such species where you go and you see a species, then you read about it, and then you find that the local area, local information is that this species, the number is going down. However, in the international debates, you've never heard of this species. This is the time you report to IUCN. This is the time you report to IUCN. Do you understand? This is what responsible tourism is about. It is not about you going and picking up some kachra from there. No. You bring those issues whatever way you can. Whatever way you can bring. I'm saying tribal languages, tribal cultural artifacts, tribal songs. If you can popularize them, do that. अपने YouTube और TikTok पे कुछ करने की जगह अगर आप वो कर रहे हैं, ट्राइबल क्यूजीन, क्या खाना बनाते हैं, किस तरह से बनाते हैं, ट्राइबल विजडम, ट्राइबल मेडिसिन्स. If you can make them aware, make people aware of them, why not? Ecotourism is that. Unfortunately, it is just a tag which is being sold by the hotel. सर हमारे यहाँ तो ecotourism होता है, ecotourism होता है. Ecotourism is very different. फिर भी मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ ecotourism के कुछ प्रिंसिपल हैं. These were established by the International Ecotourism Society in 1990. Responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the environment and improve the well-being of local people. The definition है भाई. Those who implement and participate in ecotourism activities should follow the following: minimize, build environmental and cultural awareness and respect. सोचिए तो सही, आप खुद नहीं जाते हो. It is just कि छोटा सा ट्रैक पे जाना है, कैंप फायर होगा, रात में डांस करेंगे हम. Yes, that's all. Provide positive experience to both visitor and host. Provide direct financial benefit for conservation. You can even donate for conservation to the desired agency. Provide financial benefits and empowerment to the local people. अब ये 5 aspect हैं. This is ecotourism. Is everyone with me? So the power cut wants to tell me कि power cut हो गया, class भी खत्म करो. Can I just go to the last one? Ecotourism in India, because this is paper 2. I think my son and my wife will also come and say, कब खत्म करोगे? India, the land of varied geography, offers several tourist destinations that are not just de-stress but will rejuvenate you. There are several ways to enjoy Mother Nature. A few places like Himalayas, Kerala, Northeast, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep are some of the most important tourist destinations. Yes, Thenmala in Kerala is the first planned ecotourism destination in India, created to cater to ecotourists and nature lovers. So everyone, you are not even ecotourist. Ecotourist ये 5 चीजें करने जाता है. In fact, generally, people from Europe and Western countries, we put them in ecotourist. और सच में सोच कर आता है. I'll stay here and do. हमारे यहाँ पे तो क्या करता है, मूर्ति पर भी जाके अपना सिग्नेचर करके आता है. Yes or no? True or not? Do we spoil the culture or not? ये बना के आएगा कि नहीं? Puspa came here 29/08/2022. से लिख के आता है कि नहीं? Puspa came alone. Next time I will come with her. IAS बनकर आऊंगा. I don't know what kind of tourism are we into. And if you gone to the beaches, गोवा बीच में इस तरह से सब लोग हाथ पकड़ के डुबकी लगाएंगे, भीड़. What are we doing? I really don't understand. I really believe that tourism is about a lot of joy. No doubt about that. You should have a lot of joy. No problem. Littering that area, making it dirty is one aspect. Think about a totally transformational aspect. Making that place better than what you came with. Financial benefit और पॉजिटिव एक्सपीरियंस. आप एक बात बताइए, आप होस्ट है, होस्ट का आप गए उधर, ठीक है. So host has got children. Can you give some career counseling to them? Just an example. Or forget that. They have some handicraft. They don't know how to market it. Can you market it for them? Can you give them those market capital? Can you give them an investor? Can you help them bring that GI tag or that geographical indicator? Can you just make it aware? Can you make aware of those things? I think that is what do we call these? One is hotspot. Remember, there's something called as hope spots. अभी मैंने environmatics में पढ़ाया होगा hope spots. People can designate hope spots. That I believe that this place is very beautiful. This is hope spot. People can go on the website and designate that. So can we designate these areas? Can we bring their concerns to light? Yes, so say for example you go to Shimla. You stay in hotels in Shimla and all those things. But the local people are actually facing a huge water crisis over there. Can you make people aware of that? Let's talk about Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand, there is a lot of crowding on the highways. People are just piling up over there. True or not? Can we make something about that, making people aware that what is the carrying capacity? How is it possible? How can we make aware of those things? Think about it. There are many places of cultural or religious significance. This is Vaishno Devi. Yes or no? Rameshwaram. True. How can we work on that? Can we leave those places better or not? So that's what we are talking about. That is what it is. Indian topography boasts of sources of flora and fauna. We have endangered species. For that, we have created national park, wildlife sanctuaries. Today, India has many wildlife sanctuaries currently. ये तो बहुत पुराना डेटा हो गया. 105 से भी ऊपर हो गए. Yes, we are around 550 तक पहुंच गए. I think पुराना data which works for the protection and conservation. This is not important, but I just wanted to bring to everyone the idea of ecotourism. And I think I'll give you some more handouts on this. But I just thought an informal idea on ecotourism in India. How can it be dealt with? So just giving you an idea on this, a handout will also come. Can I go back to the syllabus and see that we are more or less done with this? I think jute and all that, iron and steel I've done. This you do as one metal based, you do as yourself. Perfect. Chemical is done. Paper, I said agro based industry. I think this also I gave as homework. Industrial regionalization is done. New industrial policy we had done, and a handout also. This was also a handout. These two were handouts. I had discussed SEZ and a handout on that. Tourism I have discussed today, but I know for the examination you would need some handout, so that will be there. Is everyone okay with this? Generally, I don't take much on in industry. Do lecture काफी होते हैं, but I thought of this batch. You are doing a lot of work, so why not take it to that level that all your material requirements are with you, and we are completing the syllabus in time. So please a handout on agro-based industries. Agro-based industries में ठीक है. Agro-based industries I'll give you. If I forget, Anshul, remind me. Otherwise, though I'm writing it in my course book, agro-based industry and something more on ecotourism in India. In general, we are aware now. Is everyone okay with ecotourism? Chali, thanks a lot for spending your important evening with me. And I'll open the Telegram group after this. You can post your questions for day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be working on environment. So day after tomorrow, we'll have that session. Thanks a lot. Good night. Enjoy your happy dinner with your family. Bye-bye.